Chosen one. The moment you are standing in right now is not accidental, not random, not a coincidence. It is a divine intersection where your spirit and your destiny meet. Something in you was pulled into this moment because heaven has decided it is time for the deeper parts of your identity to awaken. You have felt this stirring for a long time. You have sensed an inner shift even before anything on the outside changed. That feeling was not imagination, it was alignment. Heaven has been preparing you quietly, shaping you silently, and strengthening you in ways you did not fully understand. And now the blue power within you, the spiritual force God planted deep in your soul, is rising to the surface. This power has always been there. It was active when you sensed danger before anything was visible. It was speaking when your dreams revealed truths you couldn't yet explain. It was guiding you when you walked away from relationships that no longer fed your spirit. You have walked through seasons where your discernment was louder than the words people spoke. You saw beneath the surface. You felt what others ignored. You carried a depth that few understood. For years, you questioned why you felt so deeply, why you saw through false smiles, why you sensed spiritual atmospheres before anyone else reacted. But what you thought was confusion was actually calling. You were being trained. You were being spiritually formed. Heaven sharpened your sensitivity long before you knew what it was preparing you for. There were moments where you felt the weight of things you could not explain. Times when you knew something was wrong without evidence. Times when your spirit pulled you away from people your heart still cared about. Times when you felt alone, even in a room filled with voices. You weren't misunderstood because you were weak. You were misunderstood because you were chosen. This path was never meant to look ordinary. Your journey was always designed differently because you carry what others do not carry. You see what others do not see. You feel what others cannot feel. The blue power within you is spiritual sight, divine intuition, holy discernment, and quiet authority. It is the whisper that rises when every other voice falls silent. It is the alert that wakes your spirit before anything around you confirms it. It is the force that pulled you through battles that would have crushed someone less anointed. Now heaven is shifting your season. The delays you endured were not punishment, they were preparation. The isolation you felt was not abandonment, it was refinement. The doors that closed were not rejection, they were divine redirection. Everything you walked through shaped your spirit, sharpened your wisdom, and strengthened your inner calling. You were not being buried, you were being planted, and the time of rising has come. Your spirit feels this. That restlessness inside you is not anxiety, it is activation. That desire for change is not impatience, it is alignment. Your old ways of thinking no longer fit where heaven is leading you. Your old environments feel too tight for someone who is outgrowing every previous version of themselves. Even your old dreams are being replaced with clearer, more precise vision. You are stepping into a realm of identity you have never experienced before. The blue power is awakening fully, not as a feeling, but as a function. You are moving from sensing to knowing, from intuition to instruction, from spiritual awareness to spiritual authority. You are being drawn toward purpose with a pull you can't ignore. You are losing interest in anything that distracts your soul. You are letting go of people who drain your spirit. You are craving peace, depth, truth, and divine clarity. This is not you changing randomly. This is your spirit maturing. Heaven is calling you upward. The higher you go, the quieter the world becomes. Your mind is clearing, your heart is purifying, your discernment is becoming sharper than you've ever known. This is preparation for elevation. There are doors being aligned for you that you cannot yet see. People are being positioned around your future. Opportunities are forming behind the scenes, and when they appear, they will feel sudden, but your spirit will recognize them instantly. You will know this is why God removed certain people. This is why those seasons were so heavy. This is why I had to grow alone. Every piece is falling into place. You are walking into a chapter designed specifically for the awakened version of you, the version that honors truth, chooses peace, listens to the Holy Spirit, and refuses to shrink for the comfort of others. Chosen one, this is your turning point. The blue power within you is no longer silent. It is rising. It is aligning with the timing of heaven. You are stepping into divine clarity, divine authority, and divine purpose. The sensitivity you once questioned is becoming your greatest weapon. The intuition you doubted is becoming your compass. The discernment you carried in silence is becoming your voice. This next phase of your life will not require you to force anything. It will require you to recognize what God places in front of you. The shift you feel is real. The call on your life is real. And the season you are entering has been waiting for your spirit to catch up to your identity. You are not the same person you once were. You have risen through storms. You have healed through battles. You have matured through silence. You are becoming who heaven always knew you were. So breathe, stand firm, and move forward with holy confidence. The blue power is awake. Your identity is rising, your destiny is opening, and heaven is walking beside you into the chapter that begins now. Chosen one, what you are feeling inside right now, the restlessness, the stretching, the quiet but persistent pull, is not confusion. It is the evidence that heaven is rearranging the blueprint of your life. You are not losing your way. You are being realigned. You are not breaking down. You are being recalibrated. Every discomfort you feel is a sign that your spirit is outgrowing the places your body has stayed too long. Old habits no longer fit because your spirit refuses to shrink back into patterns that kept you small. Old relationships no longer sit well with you because your soul recognizes that not everyone can walk with you into your next level. Old environments feel too tight because you are expanding spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. You are not the same person you were even a year ago, and heaven will not allow you to return to a version of yourself that no longer carries your destiny. You have walked through silent battles, seasons where nothing looked different on the outside, yet everything inside you was shifting. The world could not see it, but your spirit felt it. You sensed truth before anyone spoke it. You perceived danger long before it approached. You recognized misalignment in people, places, and situations before anything was revealed. That intuition, that inner knowing, that sudden clarity, none of it was random. It was the blue power inside you, the spiritual compass God placed within you, guiding you in moments when logic could not. This gift set you apart. It kept you from connections that would have drained you, opportunities that were traps, and paths that were never part of your divine map. There were seasons where you questioned your sensitivity. You wondered why your heart picked up on energies, intentions, and atmospheres that others ignored. You wondered why certain people made your spirit uneasy, even when their words sounded pure. You wondered why your spirit reacted to situations long before your mind understood why. Now you are realizing that your sensitivity was not a burden, it was training. Heaven was refining your discernment in private because you would need it in your public calling. Every moment you felt misunderstood, every time your spirit knew something others did not, every time you carried a weight you could not explain, heaven was sharpening your inner vision. You survived doors that closed with no explanation, delays that made no sense, and losses that broke your heart. But now, looking back, you can finally see the divine pattern beneath the pain. Every closed door protected you from counterfeit opportunities. Every delay prevented you from stepping into seasons that would have damaged you. Every loss repositioned you for something that carries eternal value. Heaven was not taking from you, it was preserving you. What felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like abandonment was divine preservation. What felt like ending was really preparation for your elevation. Your spirit is louder now. Your discernment is sharper. Your heart is wiser. You no longer tolerate what drains your soul. You no longer chase what God has closed. You no longer entertain what your spirit has outgrown. This is the evidence of your transformation. Heaven is calling you into deeper clarity, stronger authority, and supernatural strategy. You are not simply moving forward. You are being elevated. You are shifting from survival into purpose, from confusion into revelation, from emotional sensitivity into spiritual maturity. The blueprint of your life is being rewritten by the one who authored your destiny before you were formed. This next chapter of your life will not be built on your old identity. It will be built on the version of you that has emerged from the fire stronger, purer, and more aligned with your divine assignment. You are shedding layers that were never yours to carry. You are stepping out of identities that were shaped by pain, expectation, or fear. You are rising into who you truly are, who you were always meant to be before life dimmed your light. This is not a small shift. This is a spiritual rebirth. Chosen one, you are entering a season of supernatural clarity. Your spirit will warn you before danger appears. Your discernment will expose what is hidden. Your intuition will guide you toward divine connections and away from distractions. You will begin to see with spiritual eyes, hear with spiritual understanding, and walk with spiritual authority. What once overwhelmed you will no longer shake you. What once confused you will now make sense. You are not the same, and the world will soon recognize it. The transition you are in may feel uncomfortable, but it is holy. You are being stretched because your capacity is increasing. You are being pressed because your oil is being awakened. You are being called higher because your assignment requires a higher version of you. Heaven is not asking you to be stronger, it is making you stronger. Heaven is not asking you to understand everything, it is aligning everything. Heaven is not asking you to rush, it is preparing you to walk into the right moment with divine precision. This is the activation of your true identity. The blue power within you, your spiritual clarity, your intuitive wisdom, your prophetic sensitivity is awakening fully. You may feel emotions rising, thoughts shifting, and old desires fading away. That is because your spirit is taking the lead. You are stepping into your authentic purpose, your divine rhythm, and your heavenly calling. You are no longer walking blindly. You are walking guided. You are no longer searching for who you are. You are becoming who you are. Chosen one, breathe deeply. You are being aligned with heaven's timing, heaven's purpose, and heaven's strategy. Nothing is happening by accident. Nothing is wasted, nothing is random. Every moment has shaped you, sharpened you, and prepared you. You are stepping into a chapter where you will understand why the battles were necessary, why the delays were divine, and why your spirit refused to settle. Your identity is rising. Your purpose is rising. Your power is rising. And heaven is walking with you every step of the way. You are stepping into a new dimension of destiny, a realm that calls for deeper courage, higher willingness, and a spirit that moves with heavenly precision. You can feel it. Something inside you has shifted. You are not who you used to be, and heaven is making sure you cannot return to the version of yourself that lived small, doubted often, or carried weights that were never yours. You have outgrown old cycles, and the spiritual atmosphere around you is ushering you into a new level of identity, awareness, and purpose. This shift is not subtle, it is powerful, unmistakable, and divine. The blue power within you, the spiritual clarity, discernment, and inner strength that God planted in your spirit, is awakening fully. It is rising with intensity, with purpose, and with a direction that heaven has orchestrated long before you recognized it. Your thoughts are changing. Ideas that once felt impossible now seem necessary. The fears that used to grip you no longer hold the same power. Your desires are purifying. The things that once attracted you no longer impress your spirit. The places where you once settled no longer feel comfortable because your soul knows there is more. Your spirit is rising, breaking through the limitations that once defined you, pushing you toward a higher version of yourself. The heaviness you once carried is lifting because you now recognize the difference between burdens sent to shape you and burdens that were never yours to hold. What once felt like confusion now feels like divine guidance. What once felt like chaos now feels like rearrangement. What once felt like loss now reveals itself as protection, redirection, and preparation. Heaven has been aligning divine connections, opportunities, and pathways around your life. Some you see, many you don't. The breakthrough that is approaching will look sudden to others, but deep inside, your spirit has known it was coming. You felt whispers, you sensed movement, you discerned shifts before the physical world reflected them. You recognized that heaven was preparing something tailor-made for your journey. When that breakthrough arrives, it will not shock your spirit. It will feel like the fulfillment of promises God spoke in your quiet, hidden seasons. Those moments when you felt alone, but heaven was shaping you in silence. This next chapter is not about proving yourself to anyone. It is not about forcing doors open or convincing others of your worth. It is about becoming yourself, the version heaven designed, trained, and preserved. The version of you that survived storms, overcame silent battles, and developed strength you didn't know you possessed. This chapter reveals the you that was forged in prayer, shaped in isolation, and strengthened through spiritual warfare. This is the chapter where your identity aligns with your assignment. So breathe deeply, Anointed One. Feel the shift in your spirit. Sense the peace settling over your soul. You are stepping into clarity where confusion once lived, into authority where insecurity once lingered, into supernatural alignment where chaos once tried to distract you. Heaven is orchestrating details you do not even know to pray for. Angels are clearing paths you have not yet walked. Grace is making room for opportunities that once seemed out of reach. The alignment is already happening in the unseen realm. If this message resonates with your spirit, speak your agreement. I receive. I am ready. Because heaven responds to agreement. Heaven moves when your spirit aligns with what God has spoken. Heaven accelerates what is already written about you. By saying you are ready, you are stepping into the identity heaven has been shaping all along. The blue power within you is rising, your discernment, your authority, your inner knowing. Your identity is rising, the real you, the chosen you, the you that carries divine purpose. Your destiny is unfolding, the path heaven designed specifically for you, a path no one else can walk, a story no one else can live. And as you move forward, you are not walking alone. Heaven is walking with you. God is going before you. Angels are surrounding you. Favor is following you. This chapter is not the continuation of your old life. It is the beginning of a new one. A life of clarity, a life of purpose, a life of destiny. This is the moment where everything begins to make sense, where everything aligns, where everything shifts. Chosen one, step boldly, step with faith, step with confidence. Your time has come, your spirit knows it, heaven confirms it, and nothing can stop what God has set in motion for you now.